There, am I unmuted now? Was I muted before? Or unmuted before? Was I talking to myself? I'm sorry if I was. Or like, was I sniffling? That's awkward. I was going through the Finch app. Wait, I was? Like, for real? Oh, jeez. What did I say? Oh, okay. Okay. God. I mean, not that it was the end of the world. It's not like I'm slinging slurs before the stream, but yeah. What's up, Cap? And in fact, it is now time to kick off the stream. What's up, everybody? Hello. It is 7:30 p.m. Central Time. It's time to start the stream. Yippee! Like I said, I was going through Finch before the stream. Not much to report on. Another day. Another day has been completed. But we still have yet to complete the warm-up of today, so I think we should go do that. How have your two, if anyone else is here, how have your guys' days been? Also, shout out to Streambot. Like, the best thing ever. I feel like I don't shout that out enough. If you are a streamer and you don't have Streambot, then you're dumb. Yep, I said it. Streamerbot, whatever it's called. Streamerbot is, like, free? Yeah, that should be selling point number 1. It's like, it has every tool you could possibly need. Come on. Go support it. Go give them money. I need to go give them money. I don't know how. It's been good aside from my sanitizer tea. Managed to finish a drawing in your back, drawing the background for your drawing. Huge. I'm really interested in seeing the outcome of that one work in progress, the dog and rabbit. Where's chat? That is a good question. Here, wait, let's pause and let's figure that out. What the frick? Let's try that one again. Am I high? There it is. There we go. Also, the dog and rabbit isn't actually just doodles on the thing. Yeah, no, I assumed somewhat that. True, bear was first. There you guys go. Yeah, I guess a StreamerBot didn't refresh, so ironically, even though I was ranting about how much I love StreamerBot. But yeah, so good to hear that you had a great day. And yeah, Bear, so the first time I ordered boba in a different country, which was Germany, in Stuttgart, in the mall in Stuttgart, I didn't know, like, I ordered a green boba tea, but it had no milk in it, and it had no boba, because I guess I messed ordering that. It was my first time, like, trying to order everything in German, mainly because also the cashier didn't speak any English. I was like, okay, time to put it to the test. And my, like, dad's laughing at me the entire time I'm drinking this, because one, it tastes awful. It's just like a green tea that tastes like hand sanitizer. It's like so crazy bitter that I hate every bit. Green tea shouldn't be that bitter, first of all. Anyways, yeah, so that's that's the memory. I remembered it. Yeah. Black tea is the thing that should be better. I will have the most bitter black tea. No, I won't. But I'll have some pretty bitter black tea compared to green tea. Wait a second. Green tea? Yes. Why did I say it like that? Yes. Also, I said I'd mention this on stream. I have a class that ends at 5:30. And so that means I have to get back to my apartment, calm down, eat dinner, like have a second to enjoy myself, like just like chill, right? clean dinner, set up stream, and it's doable. I just need to find a way of making that like not an arduous process, because like some nights I have to make more rice. Like a cup of rice will last me 3-ish days for dinners. And so like if I mess up that stagger, then I won't have rice. So yeah. Bear mug with green tea inside. Crazy lore. Are you switching to like bear mug with black tea inside of it? Are we having a brand change after that, Jasmine? Is all jasmine green tea? Like, is jasmine a green tea? Because all the jasmine I've had is it green tea. Do I refrigerate my ice? My rice, sorry. I just keep it in the cupboard. Are you supposed to refrigerate it? Am I doing it wrong? What? Oh, sorry. Or you're talking about like cooked rice? Yeah, I keep it in the fridge. I cook a cup, and then I eat my meal, and then I store it in a bag, and I keep it in the fridge. And then whenever I reheat it, I put it back in the rice cooker and do a tiny bit of water so it gets moisture again. But yeah, when I store it normally, I just store it up in the cupboards. My favorite, and like all the other brands of jasmine white rice I've ever had, have not compared to my favorite one. It's like this yellow bag. Yeah. Uncooked, I keep in the cupboard. Cooked, I keep in a bag in the fridge. It always sucks because like I try to be conservative with my rice, because like if I eat too much, then one day I'm not gonna have enough to eat. But what ends up happening is the first 2 days I eat very little of the rice, and the last day I have only enough rice to where like I have to eat a lot, or else I'm gonna be wasting the little bit that's left. Very specific. I know this is weird. I love the smell of jasmine rice. I will open up that fresh bag of jasmine rice, and just I don't know why. I have actually several things I wanted to talk about. Because I feel like there's a lot of good stuff being talked about on the Discord today. Jasmine tea can have any base as the tea base. However, green, white, and black tea are regularly used. Wikipedia. Ew, dude. Ew. I walked into a class today, and when I was leaving, I didn't realize the next class in that room has literally every person I've ever met in college in there. Like, there are so... I guess it's just an effect of being a senior, so you've met a lot of people. But there were, like, actually to the point where I was like, hey, what's up? Oh, shoot. And then I go to this person, hey, what's up? And not that I'm popular, no. It's just, like, we've had so many group projects and things like that, like, we're all like, oh my god, I recognize you. Kavel will ban you. No, I'll ban you anyways. Here, I'll just ban you right now. We can just, it could be a thought crime. Oh, as in Finch. So yeah, for everyone who doesn't know, I got Finch today because Sadie sold me on the fact that it has journaling. And one of the hardest parts of mental health for me, and yet weirdly one of the most effective, has been journaling. To be more specific, and I think it's good to talk about this just to kind of like normalize it. But I started going to therapy. I've been like in and out of therapy a lot of my life. But I recently like came back full force into therapy in my adult life, near when I started streaming actually. And great. It was like the best decision I think I've made in college, other than like streaming or like picking up art as a hobby. Like it's been extremely constructive for me, and a lot of good's come out of it. It's been rough in some points for sure. Confronting those worst parts of yourself, it sucks. Admitting that there's, not necessarily things wrong with you and that's bad, no. But just seeing where your flaws are, it'll hurt. Hey, what's up, Cal? Okay, I see you still kicking. How's it going, Cal? Long time no see. Glad to see. Actually, I saw your comment earlier and yesterday. Heck yeah, ice cream. But yeah, journaling is the thing that my therapist recommended to me like the most, and I did it for like a solid 4 months every single day, and I was really good about it, and I got a lot from it. But rather ironically, when things got bad, I stopped. Right. Uh, which is kind of like the opposite. And in the short time that I did do journaling, it was so helpful to review my thoughts and feelings from like a week ago. Yeah, like that. It's not the sense of like being accurate, right? Like day to day, like this is exactly what happened at 7:48 this morning. I had this thought. No, it's like you have a quick thought, jot it down. You have a quick, like intrusive thought or like one big thing that happens to me every semester is what's it called? It's like not it's I called it doomsdaying, but it's basically when you just like imagine the worst case scenario from every interaction, every person, and it's your brain just trying to protect you. That's it's pretty like clear. It's trying to make up these scenarios to prepare yourself. And so writing those down and then discussing with my therapist, or just evaluating with myself why these thoughts are happening was crazy helpful. And so I don't like writing that much. That's the problem. I don't know why I doubled up on that line. So I feel like Finch will lean me back into that. I'm hoping. And I'm a bit quieter about my Finch journey, or like not wanting to add to friends immediately, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with it. It seems really nice though. It seems great. I really like the notion of it. But yeah. So I'm hoping to see a lot from Finch. It has a lot of stuff I like because like my main friction with getting the app was like I already wash my face every day and brush my teeth and go to the gym. What could I use from it? Which is maybe egotistical. I'm not sure, but like I didn't want to have to feel like I was obligated to do these things. I do them because I like them and it makes me feel better. I don't need an app. And I know that I'm not trying to say that in a mean way. Like, oh, you need an app. Oh, geez, that was really off. This entire page is bad. But blah blah blah. I didn't want to use it for something I didn't need it for. In conclusion, and there we go. That's the correct line, I think. We're just gonna have a wacky box. Because yeah, I want to respect what Finch offers, and I think it's gonna be great, especially with this semester. It's gonna get bumpy. I have some really intimidating classes coming up. I'm definitely scared of my my malware class. I'm just gonna refer to it as that. My professor is trying his best to make us stop caring about the grades because it is a tough class. But he says, I only want you to care about grades 2 times in the semester, at the beginning and at the end. And in the middle, all you're doing is learning and having fun, experimenting and exploring. Did school start for me already? Yes. I'm a bit quiet as to when school starts, just for the sake of privacy. But school's already started. I've met all my peoples and stuff. I work in silence, Um, yeah, first day jitters have already came and gone. But I'm very excited for this semester. I am worried about my political science class. That one's gonna be tough. It seems like most of my classes, though, I don't have exams. I only have exams for one class. My philosophy professor is still up in the air about exams because he's either gonna do an essay or exams. He's really cool. It's actually a class that I will start bringing things to stream. It's basically concerning ethics of the internet. So like, how do we engage with people? Also, I picked like the most chill and nice playlist I could tonight. because that's the vibe. See what I mean? I don't know why I'm doubling up on all these lines, but I kind of need it. I'm being wacky silly tonight with my box. I wanted to name my Griffin and Finch Peter, but like it actually has like character to it, and I feel bad. I feel like it deserves a better name than that. And like I would give it one of my iconic like noun names, like sandwich or paperclip, but or like Winrar. That was the name of my dog in Minecraft. No, it was JavaScript. Oh no, that my dog in Warframe was named JavaScript. So like random things, but I feel like this it doesn't have time for your sick jokes. Exactly. I feel bad. In fact, I will be taking name suggestions for my Griffin. Her name is currently Talon. This is very dramatic music. This is actually me singing, by the way. Yeah, one of my goals with Talon is I for my entire college career I've spent every weekend working on homework, like in the most of the entire day. Only until last semester. Jeez, this music is too intense. Oh my god, I almost fell away. Okay. I'm not sure if you could hear that. I fell out of my chair. I'm enjoying quadability and picking up loading again. Heck yeah, it's good to hear. I haven't actually peaked in quadability in a bit because I told Delano, "Don't at me ever again. Send him to the principal's office." Sorry, I was saying something about Finch. I usually spend all of my weekend working, and yeah, last semester was the first time I kind of broke that habit. But I want to go to the park more, and so that's going to be one of my big things with Finch is I want to go to the park and disconnect. Oh shoot, I still have to. I have homework for tomorrow. Welcome back, college. We're here. I have some reading to do for tomorrow. Would you guys like? I could do a reading stream. We can read my world politics textbook. Think you should name the ducks at the park? I'm very upset. One of my favorite ducks from last semester that used to eat out of my hand. I don't see it there anymore. And it probably migrated because the ducks are, like from an adjacent area. I'm 80% sure that all the ducks, because all the ducks you've seen from my pictures, except for like the mallard father, are teenagers ish. And I'm pretty sure all of the ducks you see now were the baby ducks that I sent a couple months ago. He got eaten probably? Nah, not even. And I'm not sure if I want to name the ducks of the. I don't know if I want to get that attached to them. I'll like passively name animals that I encounter in the wild. Like of the 30 crackles I fed yesterday, um, I only named one of them, and his name is Peanut, and that's about it. I'll probably never see Peanut again, or be able to recognize that it's him. I'm a fake peanut enjoyer, but also it sucks that grackles like peanuts because I'm not gonna bring raw peanuts onto like campus and my like I would love to keep a couple in my pocket or something for like the birds. But if like people have peanut allergies, I don't want to like send someone to anaphylactic shock because I was like, "Ooh, birds get food," you know? Like no, that's dangerous. Yo, Captain Jules, welcome, welcome. First time chat. If I'm not remembering your name, welcome. And if I or like no, yeah, if I'm not remembering your name, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Nothing much. We're warming up right now. And we're gonna be drawing some cylinders soon, finishing up a page of cylinders for a little challenge that we're doing. How's it going on your end? Heck yeah. Am I a fake fan? Is this Zelda's Lullaby? I'm gonna look. Am I a fake fan? It's just called Zelda, so I don't know. Having a Chipotle burrito bowl, there's no need to brag. Heck yeah. What is your ideal Chipotle bowl order? She is not. No. So this challenge is part of something called Drawbox. This is gonna sound like an ad. I am not sponsored. Okay, like I promise. Drawbox is like a free online art learning program, and part of their courses is to draw 250 cylinders, hence like the namesake. Or sorry, 250 boxes. And then later inside the course, you have to draw 250 cylinders. Yeah, Kat. Kat, did you finish the 250 cylinders? I can't remember because I know you finished lesson 5. But I'm not sure if you finished 250. And even though no one asked, I'm going to say my Chipotle burrito bowl order. It's very. You stopped at your midway. I gotcha. Okay, starting off in the order that appears on the website. Actually, I'm not sure. Extra honey chicken. I've not had their honey chicken. Black beans, solid. Brown rice, solid. Fajita vetted, solid. Chili corn salsa. Heck yeah. That sounds great. Mine's I don't get the lettuce because I'm not a fan of that kind of shredded lettuce, but I mean, to each their own, right? I'm not gonna hate. Still tastes good. I get chicken because it's like the cheapest. White rice, black beans. The salsa, I think. Like I just say salsa. It's like the pico looking stuff, pico de gallo. And then fajita veggies, cheese, sour cream. And I have on occasion gotten the lettuce, but I stopped doing that as of recent. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this. I got no sauce. What is it? Their fountain drink machines. The ice is always broken. I've noticed this for like the past 3 years. Anytime I go to a Chipotle, the ice machine is broken. There we go. Starting music. The equivalency of McDonald's no ice cream. Exactly. That is a perfect parallel. Man, now I want Chipotle. Actually, no. Now that back at my college town, they have this taco shop. There's no reason to ever go to Chipotle. Like Chipotle's good. I will not hate on Chipotle, but like this taco shop, it's so cheap and it's so good. However, I'm making a legitimate effort this semester to be like eating out once or twice a week, and like going like freaking $15 max. It's going pretty well so far. Of course, my grocery budget has increased, and there's a little bit more. I did not know mushrooms expire that quickly, like in a week. Get a week to eat all of these mushrooms. If you guys want any mushrooms, I got plenty. Sliced white cap or whatever. No, wait, not white cap. White cap's the ones that kill you, right? Whatever. So white something mushrooms. And man, dicing those and adding those to my eggs in the morning makes it smell so much better. Oh shoot, I forgot to buy bell pepper today. You've never eaten mushrooms? Mushrooms are freaking awesome. Now, Kat, you have a unique palate, as we've established. Um, if you're going to ever eat mushrooms, I want you to go to like a place that like specializes in it, like some nice grilled shiitake mushrooms, or something with mushrooms in it, like an omelet where you can barely taste it, and it makes the omelet or like just aromatic and healthy. Hard to get where you live. I gotcha. Actually, I mean, I'm not gonna. Please do not expose where you live, right? But I'm gonna call cap mainly because mushrooms can literally be grown anywhere. Like those are an OP food item. I just don't think you're looking hard enough. Because you can be in like the craziest city to freaking Farmville, there will be mushrooms. It's hard not to grow mushrooms in some places. Oh shoot, we got an arthropods and chill visit in the chat. I saw a ton of mushrooms on our walk this weekend. Yes, I saw a couple of your pictures. One of them looked somewhat edible, and the others looked horrifying. How's it going, arthropods and chill? Thank you for the Finch recommendation. Common mushrooms you see at Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club. I've never heard that one. English. Publix is the usual button mushrooms. Yeah, button mushrooms, shiitake. It has white. It's like Baby Bella. I think Baby Bella. That's the ones I have. The orange ones are edible. I think it's not going to test it. Yeah, I'm never testing that. Also, you cool if I call you Sadie? I'm not sure. Like, I can delete this from the VOD. No one will know. What's up, Delano? How's it moving? Dang it, Delano joins right as I'm about to do an ad break. Cool. I hate to do this to you guys, especially. No. Got to travel to your local Asian market to find a variety of mushrooms. Ah, that makes sense. Cool. So I apologize because a bunch of people did join, but I want like I am rushing the stream a little bit because my internet keeps going out every night. So we're gonna do 2 minutes of ads during BRB. This just makes sure people don't have pre rolls for the remainder of the stream. And we're gonna come back. This is a good chance to calm down, to relax, to get a sip of water, to get all your pins and things ready because we're gonna be drawing for an hour after this. So be right back, everybody. I'm not sure who can hear me, but I'm very, very happy to see there's quite a few box graduates in chat. Very cool. Heck yeah. I hope Sadie can hear me, maybe. I'm not sure, though. Probably not. Uh-oh, where did my cylinder page go? Uh-oh. Ads are over. Yippee. Apocalypse shopping? You know, I do have that, like, urge every so often. I do want to make a med kit, like an all-purpose med kit, but I do get that urge every once in a while. I'll be like, do I have enough canned food? How long would I last? A little bit morbid. So, everybody. I want ads like that. Me and my boyfriend are slowly stocking up on canned food, not gonna lie. Not a bad idea. Got an ad for mustard. Mustard. What's your favorite, everybody? You only get one answer. There's no, oh, but I like, no, you get one. What is your favorite canned food? It could be a soup. It could be an actual food. It could be pickles. It could be peaches. Pineapple. Ooh, canned pineapple. My favorite is probably Spam. That's a good pick. I can only eat Spam if it's actually if it's cooked. Actually no. I actually know what. One time I had like a huge chunk of Spam remaining because I cooked it with rice once, and I just ate it in the dark. It was like probably like 11 p.m. I just ate it. I think when I start out, I'll do 2 versions of the challenge. One for nope. Sorry for a hard no, Captain Jules, but here's the thing, right? This is 250 cylinders. The fact that you are doing it freehand won't necessarily do much for you. The purpose of the 250 box challenge isn't just to draw 250 boxes. It's to build your intuitive sense of 3D space. To understand by just looking at something, oh, this plane isn't actually behaving correctly in 3D space. So there's a lot of warnings on the Drawbox website about grinding and overdoing it. I would highly recommend, as a person who has seen this a bunch and been in the Drawbox community for about 2 years now, just take it easy. do what's allotted, and if you really like the 250 box challenge, once you've completed all of Drawbox, feel free to go back at it. But like, as a person who warms up every day, I've drawn probably near 1,000 boxes at this point. And so you'll get plenty of opportunity. And using tools like rulers and stuff, if you want to do that, go out and learn some grids, like perspective grids on the side. I think that'd be a much more valuable use of your time, is to learn perspective grids for 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, fisheye, all that good stuff. As a personal recommendation. Now, you could, of course, not listen to me, and that's totally chill. But as a word of caution. And Vienna sausages are good, man. I haven't tried Vienna. I've tried those when I was a kid, when I was much younger. Should I buy some Spam this weekend, guys? Fried up. Now I do my own thing. Gotcha. Best of luck, Captain Jules. Here, I'm going to take a sip of water, and then we're going to do. Gives good advice. Only sometimes. Musabi? Is that the one with the seaweed and the... Yeah, I love musabi. I've only had musabi like 2 times, 3 times. And man, it is freaking good. There's a place that specializes in Hawaiian food. Oh, it's musubi. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I read it as musabi. My bad. I'm sorry. Uh, there's a place that it's I can't remember if it's like a family or neighborhood that immigrated from Hawaii into my town, my hometown. And so they have like this one shop that they made, and oh my god, and they do like this really cool um, delivery shindig. I can't remember what the deal is. It's been a year or two, but my bad. Cool. So, without me embarrassing myself more with pronunciations, let's head over here and do some more cylinders. There we go. Let's go. And some freaking Night in the Woods soundtrack. Let's go. So, yeah, we have to figure out thoughts on fried cheese. I actually haven't had it that much, but I mean, it's not that bad. I can't eat a lot of it. It gets greasy and gross, and but like fried cheese on its own. I think I watched a video the other day of a dude like some fancy restaurants sell them as like chips. It's like fried cheese. You can't go wrong. I mean, I like it. You can pass? Okay, that's understandable. It can definitely be bad very fast, but I've had some like really savory, like fried-esque cheese. That sounds kind of gross. Get headaches if I eat too much cheese. Same here. Or popcorn. Popcorn and fried foods, I get headaches very fast. I'm lacking toes, unfortunately. Lacking toes and toddler ants. I can't believe it. But yeah, that's my roommate also was lacking toes, yet he it wouldn't stop him. He would like get ice cream or something. I'd be like, dude, you can't be like, are you okay? He's like, I'm not gonna be okay, but it's gonna be worth it. Sweet sticky rice. Kat, it's in reference to when people say lactose intolerance. Um, they've like shortened it. Memes have reduced it to lactose intolerance or intolerant. And so what it classifies as sticky rice? Because I thought like jasmine rice was the sticky rice. But I've never had sweet sticky rice. Let's see. I say slightly rotated left. Low foreshortening. Higher degree. Higher gluten content. Gotcha. That's probably what makes it sticky. It may be sweet. It has its own rice, gluttonous rice. You guys are making me want to make some fried rice, but I have none of the cooking. I was gonna buy like mirin and a little bit of MSG yesterday, but I held back. Is it mirin? Whatever the cooking like wine is, that's like the Asian cooking wine. Ooh, that was bowing a lot. Wow. Okay. All rice is sweet. Just boil a small bit of it in a large amount of water, and eventually you'll get a hint of sweetness from it. Oh, okay, gotcha. I guess I'm imagining like crazy sweet. One of the recipes on Eat This Much, the meal prep app, which I'm trying to use more, recommended it for a recipe. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was some kind of stir fry. I think it was just like a really rudimentary stir fry. What's everyone's opinion on peas? I feel like peas are neutral evil in an alignment chart. That's the best way I can describe them. I'm not a pea enjoyer. I guess I'm on my own. They annoy me, but I'll still eat them. That's my opinion. Yeah. I like green peas when they're eaten fresh out of their pods. Interesting. I've never done that. I I love peas in like a stir fry. You know, I may pick them out, but and they have to be like well cooked. But like on their own, I'm not taking a spoonful of peas. You'll never see me doing that. Respectfully. Now the ducks. In fact, of what I feed the ducks, I like peas the most because they don't make your hands as sticky as sweet corn. But they do get mushy and like everywhere. So I hate mushy, but yeah, mushy peas. What's with this like? I agree with Capital Jewels on the fresh one. Maybe I need to do that. What's with this like a mouth harp song? My line work is a bit shoddy today. I'm not too happy with it. Shoddy's like a melody. Sorry. Did Justin Bieber? He was saying that? What the hell? I just realized that's his song. Was that Justin Bieber? No, it wasn't. I'm tripping so hard. You're right. Bro, that was not Justin Bieber. I'm so stupid. Replay by IS. Okay. Yes, I don't know. I've never heard of them. Why did I think it was Justin Bieber saying that? Oh man, that's bad. That's rough. Tonight is not a good night for me, guys. I'm sorry. I know that this if it was my former roommates who were like really into music, respectfully, right? They're good at that stuff. I would not be able to live this one down. They cannot know, guys. They cannot know about this one. I swear to God, if any of you tell them about this. Okay, this song's weird. Final Fantasy, I like your music a lot of the time, but this was not for me. Oh, Game Chops. Okay, welcome back, Game Chops. Shout out. We haven't had Game Chops music since like the earliest streams. The YouTube era. Also, yeah, everybody, congrats. We've reached 250 hours of streaming on Twitch, which happened a lot sooner than I thought. I thought that was like in my brain, a stream takes exactly an hour. And so I usually like miscalculate. Only with burgers. Weirdly enough, I would rather have pickles on my chicken sandwiches than burgers. Because with my burgers, I usually have mustard, and mustard and pickles, I don't feel like, I don't, they have the same kind of flavor profile, and so I don't, look at me using words like flavor profile. I don't, I don't jive with that. But like some nice freaking pickles on a chicken sandwich on a Tuesday, which is tomorrow, I'm tempted. Dang, cat, be nice to people in chat. They can have their own likes and dislikes. I'm weirdly wobbly today. I don't know. Don't know why. I want to express my opinion about pickles, but it's something Kat already agrees on, so it's boring. What's up, Jerry Draws? Welcome back. Let me rephrase. On double cheeseburger only. I do not like pickles on anything else. Very interesting. I do remember you from a couple days ago. I think Blue Lock may be one of my new favorite animes. Interesting. Even like the slideshow episodes, which I heard about, which I have not watched. You haven't gotten to season 2. Gotcha. I tried watching Blue Lock, but it's sadly just not for me. Unpickled. Cucumbers are where it's at. Cucumbers are pretty freaking good. I cannot disagree with you in that regard. Disagree? Did I just say disagree? This is just cut my internet out already. Sliced cucumbers and tomatoes. Sadly, I'm not on the tomato train. And I wish I loved tomatoes because people clearly do. What is this song? I'm not doing this Final Fantasy. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Jared Draws. It's very kind. Wrong chat? What other chat on Twitch is there? Oh my god, are you watching other streamers? I can't believe this, cat. Are you watching Arthropods and Chill? What? I'll never be able to eat tomatoes raw. My body will reject it. Yep, same here. Cattholomew. Like I don't gag when I eat foods, but like the smell, if that makes sense, the smell just gets to me. It's the texture is also like I'm not a huge fan, but like the smell of raw tomatoes really messes me up. I watched a lot of Germa today. I know. Team Red. Actually, no, I didn't even watch that much Germa. It was like 2 10-minute videos in the background. It smells fine. It's the texture and taste of rawness that makes me gag. I'm on Discord. I am not on Discord. I am on Twitch. Team Purple. Wow, my lines are bowing a lot today. That is unfortunate. Give it a second, take a sip of water. In fact, I'm going to take a sip of water and knock that off of my Finch to-do list. Sadly, Cat, I really don't think that one's true. Oh, so Bear, that drawing you made of gravel today, I was making one that's very similar, literally over the other shoulder. And I got so mad because I kept drawing it and not liking it and redoing it. And after like 6 attempts, I realized, oh, I'm just spamming this. I'm not actually like enjoying the process or anything. So I just like gave up, and then you posted. It's so bad. It's so rough. I'll send one. I'll send like the one that I liked, but I didn't. I was trying to draw Germa on the monitor, and I didn't like it. But also, like, I was purposefully making him chunky. Like, just like this rotund being. I like for yours how I feel like at some point you just like were like, yeah, gravel's gonna be chunky, and like made the tail and even the feet like really small. I just screenshotted my YouTube tab. There we go. I'll post a picture later tonight once we're done streaming. Is that a micron pin? This is not a micron pin. This is one I bought from the Drawbox website. It's quite a bit cheaper, but it's not the same quality. It's a little bit Little bit lower quality than a Micron. However, both of them are fine liners, giving him a dramatic perspective in the game of and accepted he will be fat for his drawing. And hey, it's great. Gravel is the Play-Doh of which my imagination can squash and stretch and be used as a medium to express varying things. If it's really crappy memes like the Mortatoi or little poses that I want to draw or stories, then bam, there he is. It's my little guy. Same thing with V1. I've been wanting to draw more V1 as of recent. And I think, I have a feeling, I sense that an Ultra Kill update is coming out, so. Yeah. I also want to draw the Bear Mug character. How long have you been making this YouTube channel? This YouTube channel has been around for about a year and a half. We started the last couple days of December 2024. You got auto-modded? You did. You did. I'll allow it. That's pretty good. There you go. Gravel with the dumpy. I've been thinking of as a joke. I'm not sure if like I could commission what's their name? They recently joined Delano's server. They're pretty good. They're pretty good at art. I like their stuff. Slash cut? Slash cut. I think their art is pretty good. I was thinking like what if I commissioned Gravel, but you guys can see where I'm going. I'm not gonna say it, but I feel like that'd be funny. But anyways, I've been wanting to branch out. Yeah. Branch out from Gravel and do some more characters, get a little bit uncomfortable. But we also have 50% Friday for that. And I also want to continue with my Yi drawing because I actually am really vibing with that one. Please let Mata draw him. Anyone is allowed to draw Gravel at any time. Just please don't like do anything grotesque and horrible. I mean, like grotesque in a funny way you could do, but like, I mean, you can describe like half of my doodles of Gravel as that. However, sadly, maybe I could draw Gravel as a magical, like the magical girl, and then convince Mata that Gravel is an anime girl, so he could draw Gravel. However, in reality, though, these are like professional / like artists that work on very large pieces, so I wouldn't want to distract them. I've been thinking about making a. This was actually one of my original ideas for like the Kavel mascot. Was a Puma character. This was back in lesson 5 when I was like spamming the Puma drawings. What the crap was going on? So true, so true. And I thought that like the character for this channel was going to be a Puma, and before that I thought it was going to be a robot. That was much aligned with V1's kind of thing. You were there, true. I've started drawing the Yi drawing a little bit more, and it is kind of surprising how much of my ideas for Hal, the little character I was designing, what context was Puma? Puma was when we were drawing for Drawbox lesson 5. There's a lot of Puma drawings. There's 3 of them, and that occupied a lot of streams. But I also saw this drawing of a Puma character on Pinterest that I really jived with. I will try to find it because I really appreciated it. Drawing like that is laborious. Are you tired? I can get tired sometimes, but being able to slow down and really focus on something meticulously, right? With a lot of intention, helps build intuitive skill. So if I do a lot of these very slow ones, ideally, I'll be able to do a less accurate one much faster. And I'll just develop an intuition rather than having to do all of these steps. However, it does get laborious when you draw for 6 hours, true. Yeah, the original OC was going to be a Puma. My wrist hurting, so I'm taking a break for a bit. Valid. I'm jealous, Bear. I want to draw for 6 hours. But like with breaks. If that makes sense. That's like so long to do. You get I'm not gonna say you get used. I mean, yeah, you get used to it. It's kind of like playing a video game. Like some people play video games for 6 hours a day with breaks, right? Am I streaming on Discord? I am not. No. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Look how tiny this line is. I just choked. So bad. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay. I now understand how the Toniko thing with separating creativity and technical parts of art. Heck yeah. Let your creative brain rest, man. Lining and coloring is so empty brain, yeah. Very peaceful in that regard. And I'm so glad. I mean, the semester hasn't started for me where I'm like stressing every day about schoolwork, but I am so glad I developed a very frictionless system for making my storyboards for the lesson videos. Because no matter what, I will be able to finish these storyboards this semester. Unless like I lose my hands, then probably not. But like everything, everything together, I'm glad I made that. Thank you, Toniko. I'm finally putting your advice into practice after like literally a year since I've seen your video. Maybe I should bring up Toniko and actually no, it doesn't apply to my lesson video content, so I'll save it for like a general art video. Because after all the lesson 5, 6, 7, 250, whatever videos I do, I'm gonna do a Drawbox and review video. So like, is Drawbox for you? Will you benefit from Drawbox? Here's my experience, blah blah blah. And then I'm gonna make a generalized art video for beginners, highlighting my experience as a beginner generally, focusing less on Drawbox and more on my personal art, which I haven't shown or talked about much. I feel like I could do a better job of talking about those things. How I don't want to be facetious and be like, oh, I have an experienced art block, but like, I haven't. And I feel like if I bring that up, then I feel like I'm gonna jinx it. There we go. We all know the answer to what? $42. That was rough. I'm sorry. 21. Got into a debate with my roommate last night about grackles. He said, grackles are a trash bird. And I said, true. And that's why I love them. They aren't invasive. They're adorable little guys who just try to make their way in this world. Testaments to the overreach of human technology, pollution, and development. True. You guys can quote me on that. On the true part, not the whole grackle thing. I just like grackles because they're funny looking. Not any of that deep stuff. To add accounting channel. Can you make him add it to the very bottom? Because like I already have a hard time trying to find what chats are where. Like if I read a message and I'm like, oh wait, I need to go to another chat and then come back to it, I lose what chat it was in. Heck yeah. That happened today, Bear, with you saying something, and I was actually like about to give up, me like Bear doesn't get to have a response. Like I was just gonna be like, Bear could just not be in the know. Or I think it was maybe something Sadie said. Oh wait, no. It was the when I sent you the brother ew that picture. I lost it. I went to the animations thing, saved the picture, and then I couldn't find where our conversation was happening. See, I can remember this stuff. I can't remember what I learned in class today. I can, but let me be hyperbolic. General 3 incoming soon. I will riot. Bear, you accidentally introduced me to a much healthier dessert alternative. I used to eat chocolate or something for dessert after dinner, which I mean, it's not horrible in small portions. But recently I've had like all of these tangerines. And I'm like, well, I want something sweet for dinner. And so I just go and grab a tangerine. And like that's my dessert. Freaking life hack right there. It's weird though. The tangerines I bought were like stupid expensive. I cannot. I am a very anti-food waste person. Did I mess this up? I feel like I messed this up somehow. Vibes are off, guys. Nope, okay. I want cheese crackers so bad. That is also valid. Man, I've been ranting about this. These mushrooms, I need to figure out more things to put them in. Because I tested everything out today. I woke up at 7. I got back from the gym at 8. I started cooking breakfast at 8:15. And I finished breakfast at like 8:50. Baby Billa sliced mushrooms. And it says best by 8:29. Mushroom pizza's solid, dude. Or I would like other things on the mushroom pizza, but so I've just been tossing those mushrooms in like my eggs and ramen. I was debating putting them on my sandwich. An air fryer, I do not. I used to own one, but I like never used it. Oh, I have an oven. Oh, roasted like salted like some like vinegar oil or some like oil, and just like toss them in there, like salt. Have you guys had I had I don't know what they're called. It was like jalapeno poppers, but like with mushrooms. Yeah, that may be the play. You oven the food and out of the. You have two. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. One for the plug and one for the hose. I had to stop drawing that line because I had to laugh at my own bit. That's how, dude. I'm not funny. Because they didn't throw out the old one. I gotcha. When I first moved into my apartment, I binged like all of Internet Historian's videos on both channels. And I started watching what's it things I did. What's the dude? He recently posted the video of like all the animals in his backyard in Australia. You have a mini fridge? Cat's just trying to flex on us tonight. I have hemorrhoids. Sorry, I was trying to form that into a bit, but I just said it. Is it a minion mini fridge? Do I need to Google this? I'm Googling this. What is this? Dude. Dude. Imagine getting like high out of your mind and seeing that thing in the corner of your room. Fight or flight would be activated, and I'm fighting that thing. I'm winning. I'm not sure actually. It's black like me hard. Arg. You can deconstruct your minion. I will freaking atomize a minion, man. If those things were real, I'm pulling a Dr. Manhattan on one of those. Manhattan on one of those. Dude. Why am I laughing at my own bits? Shoot, man, that's not funny. The image of Dr. Manhattaning a freaking ligma ball just like explode. I know it's not funny. I know, I'm sorry. Just okay, whoa, that's too far. That's too far. Lore drop. I got detention in high school because I sent my friend a video of the girl who really hated the minion. She look every time she's like every time I look at it, and then she looks at it and like starts attacking it. And I got detention for that. I also sent another video which was not as bad. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it was not as bad. Yeah, it was. That was the only time I ever got detention in high school. And I think it was mainly because it was like group punishment. There's a whole thing going on, but still, my parents even thought it was stupid. Is it in the forbidden realm regarding jars? No. It's It was just, it exists on YouTube, and it's a girl. I'm pretty sure it's like fake, but she's like, every time I look at a minion, I lose it, and then like she turns the minion doll towards her and like actually starts ripping it. And like, I thought it was satire. I thought it was funny. I got the same punishment of the other video. Oh no. That the other video was like not bad at all. Yeah, the minion one's iconic. That one's a classic. That school is just out to get me. They hated free thinkers like me who sent minion minion mauling videos. Very pizza pie esque cylinder. I watched Kavel on my smart fridge. Not even. They were just hating on your YouTube shitpost taste. Exactly. Yeah, like the dean, whenever he brought me into attention, he was like, I'm more of a YouTube poop kind of guy. I was like, okay, guy. Sure. The best YouTube poop for back in the day. The one that made me laugh the hardest was the Scooby Doo one, specifically the one where Shaggy's like, if he's the sheriff and he's in there and I'm out here and he's in there and I'm the sheriff and he's in there and we're out here, then where's the caveman? Like that one, I was rolling on the floor. Your aunt has a smart fridge? Our smart fridge is worth it. What constitutes a smart fridge? It just has the screen on the front. I'm tired of putting on the elite, the bourgeoisie. Wait, is the bourgeoisie or the proletariat? Which one's the... Anyways. I, stop putting screens on things. Give me dials and knobs. All the cars that are coming out nowadays, it's cheaper to do a screen. But, like, I don't have to pick through 3 menus. That's how people get in wrecks. Just give me a freaking knob for the music and a knob for the AC, and that's it. A screen and ice maker. I feel like most fridges come with an ice maker. Unless it was, like, a fancy ice maker. Like it makes it into like little shapes like stars and squares and circles. Pentagons. Dodecahedrons even. If your fridge doesn't have an ice maker, then it's a dumb fridge. True. True. New classification. And hell, I mean, all fridges can make ice. Just toss an ice tray in there, man. Next time I'm gonna watch Kavel on it. If you do, make sure you watch it on YouTube, Twitch. This is not me telling people to avoid the stream or anything. It's only because I can see analytics. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I can see it on Twitch. Of like what devices people watch it on, and I could take a screenshot that someone's watching these streams on their smart fridge. So long as you have like cookies enabled. I think maybe you're signed in. I think it won't count maybe. I'm not sure. Google loves their data, so they'd probably like snipe the device you're on. Even if you weren't signed in. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of signing in would do for. Oh yeah, now that we're like I've established that I'm back in school, because I hid that from you guys deceptively. The small period at the beginning of school, of freshmen asking everyone where their classes are, it's a trial. It's a rite of passage. And I feel so bad, but I also find it like I was there too. Yeah, I find it like, I'm not gonna say funny, just, yeah, man, I get it. And like, it's frantic. They are really worried. Time's ticking down. They got that day 1 syllabus reading and they need to make it. The first time that happened to me was, there was a room change for my Calculus 2. And the first day of school, there was like an unprecedented storm, and I made it to the wrong building. And I show up to the correct one. There's no seating. You have to stand in the back. It's humid, and like no one can hear the professor. I just walked out. I was like, if it's that important, I can just come back tomorrow. And by day 2, like 50 people didn't show up. Because like, that's how Calculus 2, I guess, is. Or most classes. And it's freeing. It's freeing to be like, I'm a human, and today, this human decides not to go to class. And it's that exact same day that there's a pop quiz or something, and you're like, oh, God. You email the professor, and you're like, my brother's cousin's fish just died. We don't have the same cousin for some odd reason. Yeah. Has it ever happened to me? No, because I very rarely miss class. I feel like, actually, the only time... Badass? I don't think that's badass. I think I was just very done with that day. My friend Dennis pulls the my grandma died card. Yeah, I could never do that stuff. I'm typically honest with a little bit of seasoning. Like, I'm honest, but I'm like, it's been a really hard week, which is true, but like, I don't think I should be saying that to a teacher, but they get it. Honest with some seasoning. Because like, at the end of the day, most professors, except for one, I'm talking about you, professor. He knows. He watches these. No, he doesn't. Except for one professor, every professor I've met is human and they get it. They get there's a limit to the amount of classes, the amount of stress, all of it. They understand. So I know at the end of the day, we can talk person to person. Now, will that mean I get a curve on my test? Probably not, but they understand that we're at a point where we can communicate like that. The only time in recent memory I've willingly been like, I'm not showing up to class was last semester. I think I also canceled stream on this day. I stayed up till, for 2 nights in a row, I stayed up till like 3 a.m. Or the second night I stayed up till 5. And like literally, and I'm not saying this to garner sympathy or anything, it's more funny in hindsight, literally cried myself to sleep because this assignment was destroying me. I right as I fall asleep at like 5 a.m., I figure out the answer and I wake up at 7 and I finish it and then I submit the assignment and I just lay in bed for like 6 hours. It was, or sorry, 5 p.m. I meant 5 a.m. Guys, cheap viewers on Streamboo, remove the space, add poke, whatever. Bam. It feels good banning people. I need to do that more. Oh yeah, no, I felt awful, especially because I knew the answer, but I still had to take like 2 hours fixing it, like doing it. Welcome. Why did my credit card just get charged? Ooh. I did not need to look at that. That was not a good idea to look at. Okay. But yeah, that was probably the like, other than the semester before, which I always say is the worst semester, because it was. That one I was just consistently doing that every night, staying up till like 2 a.m. usually, and then like crying myself to sleep, waking up the next day, and be like, okay, it'll be better today. All because of that evil professor, man. We don't take those evil professors. I could never be a professor because I'd just give everyone A's. I don't care. Like, you'd have to actively try to make me mad to make me give you like a B or something. Actually, no. I feel like I'd be 50-50. Either like, hey, you're cool. Like, you show up to class, learn, do the assignments. If you're just like a jerk to like the free, okay, F. Get wrecked, lol. But they would have to like freaking spit in my direction and call me names for me to be that mean. I had one professor who did that. It felt so anticlimactic because I was struggling in that class. They just gave you an A. Like, it felt like, you know, your struggle wasn't validated because in the end they just kind of, here's an A. Just curved heavily. Bear, I have the exact, the evil professor, let's call him Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Dr. Pepper. I've said this 100 times. I'm going to keep saying it because like it's absurd the things he said. He said, "I'll only give you an A if you look like you deserve an A. Life is a zero-sum game. The benefit of your peers is a detriment to you," in response to like, you know, people getting better grades or stuff. He fired a TA because he said she had a malintent. What? She wasn't even in charge of grading. He made none of the assignments. He didn't make a single assignment for the class, and we were behind every other professor by a month. He sent out emails saying that he won't excuse absences just because it's Thanksgiving break. Or no, it was like people were coming back from Thanksgiving break and he won't excuse absences because plane flights are delayed or whatever, which I get, but yeah. Oh, Bear, you guessed it. You guessed it. He's in there like swimwear. He is probably part of the board or something. So that's like we're not getting rid of him. He is a blight on the department. Yeah. Oh, so anyways, they call him the Thanos of the computer science department because he snaps his fingers and half the class get A's, half the class gets B's. So it doesn't matter how hard you try, you will end up on one side of those. And the worst part is he curves so heavily that it doesn't like his curve, sorry. He didn't even curve. He would assign points to random questions on the test. So it could benefit someone who did really poorly. More so, or like, you just get, it's random. It's random based on the questions you got wrong. Because he showed the distributions after exams, he'd like go over the exam. It was like non-correlational. Like there wasn't a worst problem. All of the problems were terrible. Yes, he basically randomized the grades to a point. Like unless you did extremely well or just pretty well, you're random between an A and a B. I'm so yeah. And all he told us, this is a coding thing. An IDE is basically where you type code in, right? So VS Code, Visual Studio Code, is an IDE. Hell, Notepad could be an IDE if you used it as such, right? It's where you can run, test, develop code. Nowadays, we have very sophisticated IDEs that help you run the code, build tests, organize everything. It makes your workflow a lot faster. He said you are not allowed to use an IDE in his class because you may not be able to use them in the real world. So he made us use Vim, which sure it's good to know Vim, but like no, make your students learn like VS Code, how to set up like I don't know, like any whatever. Just I'm just hate ranting right now for a coding class. Yeah, he was basically like, oh, mechanical pencil exists. Too bad, stone tablet. Oh, he stole all of his slides from the actually good professor and just replaced his name on it. And we could tell because he couldn't get half the demos to work, so. That was okay. Yeah. No, this dude was. Yeah, and when I finished his exam, I literally pulled out my phone to take a picture of the score because you could see the distribution of the class whenever you finish the exam. And he changes it all the time. So I wanted to see the immediate score and distribution of everybody because the exam ended at the same time. The average was a 43 on the final exam. I may be able to find the numbers from last semester, but like the average for the exams, I don't think ever went above 65. I think the highest was like 64.3, but I could be trolling. There's always that one dude who somehow got like 100 or something. There's only one exam where one person didn't get an 100. He would have like multi-select questions. Like you can select multiple things where either you aren't supposed to select anything or you select everything. Just to mess you up, which I get it. Like, yeah, sure, okay. It's a valid testing procedure to like change it up a bit, but this guy, dude. Even at one point, his TAs were hating on him, which I found funny. Which I guess that's where the malintent. Yeah. And they were grad level TAs. So they weren't like peer teachers. This is a tough cylinder, and I did not do a good job, but Anyway, sorry. That was my hate rant about that guy. The semester's over. I've really thoroughly enjoyed my college experience, except for that guy. Yikes! Yeah, that's a bit lopsided. And I've been able to dodge him for all of my my higher level courses. I'm very thankful. In like one of my first programming classes in high school, um, we had to draw. There's that turtle Python thing. You basically can draw with the turtle. Every beginner programmer, I feel like post 2018 with Python used the turtle package. And one of our assignments was to like draw something. And so I drew the raffle emoji and I added like a little bit of shading with the turtle. And he was like, "You stole that off the internet." And I had to go through like a week of convincing this high school teacher that yes, it was me who made the raffle emoji. He was a good guy, but he just didn't know like I'm not okay. I don't want to be like facetious. He didn't know me, but like, come on, man. Who cares? Okay, let's grade these. And heck yeah, Bear. My friend brought it up the other day. He's in the visualization department. Yet he was like, "Oh, you have a coding class." I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Yeah, Python and Maya." I'm like, "Oh." Carol and the dog? I don't know what that is. Carol and the dog. At first, I thought you were misspelling Kavel. Carol the dog. I had to code it and jump to fetch. Here, wait. Let me look this up. No, I have not seen Carol the dog. All my beginner stuff was the Python turtle package, Scratch, and Jeru. I love looking back at my old stuff. It makes me like happy cringe. I don't know a good way of putting it. Like I don't think they were good in any respect, but like I don't really care that they weren't good. I'm just like, oh god, dude. It's the same reaction I have when I see like more to toy stuff. I like I'm not in a negative mood when I see that stuff. You should draw on anything you could find. I think you should reignite that passion. Draw on everything. Draw on your walls. They're in your walls. My sister texted me that earlier. I was like, "What is wrong with you?" She sent me a picture of my apartment. She's like recently. I don't know what her whole thing. We're in different apartments, so she keeps sending me pictures of my apartment. And she says, "I see you," and I said, "You're weird," and then she said, "I'm in your walls." I'm like, "I made that, and look now, I made that. Wow, heck yeah, yeah. That's mine." I don't know who taught her the "I'm in your walls" thing, but you need to stop. It's weird because like my sister's definitely on the internet is in the know, but like not to a degree where I'd expect her to say those kind of things. So I think it's her boyfriend who prompted that. But I drew on napkins once because yes, that's awesome. I love that. I draw on my math homework and like my little sticky notes for them. Last night, I literally got out of bed as I was falling asleep. Let me try to find this. Thank God I keep my sketchbook out. Oh wait, no, this was right after the shower. Sorry, I was like dripping still. Where is this? Okay, ignore like the actual horrid thing that's right here. This was me right after the shower. Gravel eating a banana at night in kitchen with nightlight. And that's like I love it. I love it. It's draw on everything, man. Draw all ideas. I wish we were still giving kids foot mats when we can draw on them. I never had that. It was like you drew regular show characters on different napkins. Heck yeah. Food mats. Oh yes. Wait, like the tables. Did you ever go to like a nondescript Italian restaurant? Like just, I mean that is like just any brand Italian restaurant, and they had like the whole paper table. I would love that. So many cool S's were made. Uh-oh, I have a Finch notification, guys. Gravel died! Gravel's dead! Yeah. Or baby Gravel, whatever stage he's at right now. Where are these like little, oh, those are... No. Let's go. What? What? No. Oh, I mean rip. I've been thinking about making a reaction channel on YouTube. You know what? If I get bored once I graduate, I may make a Gravel VTuber. And you know that GIF that Monkey sent the other night of the frog going like bap, 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 bap. That's how Gravel will sniper wolf arrows. So true. My reactions will be with the Gravel VTuber, and like every clip I just say like, "Oh my god," and then I just open my mouth like that. I mean I have to learn Blender probably, I think, for these upcoming videos, so it's well within my means. Now, will it look good? No, but it's probably doable. Oh, I keep smearing ink. Dude, this makes me so mad for no reason. Punch frickin' holes in my wall, dude. Get so frickin' angry sometimes. I'll punch like 8 holes in my wall, dude. This is a very niche, like, internet photo genre, but it's of like post rage, video game rage, and it'll be like a TV with like a CS:GO crate opening, and it's like a really trashy item, and like a controller lodged in the TV. And that's just the picture. And you could tell, like, the ultimate environmental storytelling, you can tell exactly what happened. Once you got stuck on a baby swing. Yeah. Yeah. I can't watch those. Ironically, I get so stressed. Really? Is it just like the fact that like they nuked their TV? Does that like stress you out? Because like I'll watch the one thing I watched a lot of over the summer is like Smash tournament rage compilations. Not necessarily that I like see people losing, like or like when they get violent, I do get like flinch a little bit, like but when they're just like, "Come on, bro," till nobody, I jive with it a little bit, a little bit. I forgot to breathe for like the past 2 minutes. I'm not sure if my mic picked me up, just like actually inhaling as much as I could. I apologize if you guys heard that. How are you alive? You guys also get the thing where like after this happens a lot when I draw on my own is like I'll do a stroke and then realize I haven't been like inhaling and I'll go like I'll have to take a break. No, not an actual break, but like step back for a little bit. Do you guys get decision fatigue when you work on a big art project? Like that's usually whenever I draw my own. Let's say I have like a 4-hour drawing session. I have to take a lot of intermittent breaks if I don't work on multiple different tasks because I get really fatigued from making big decisions for a singular art piece. But now I'm chilling. Heck yeah. And I think I'm not gonna say my position's unique, but like I don't do much coloring, right? I do the base drawing and then I ink it and then like decide which lines I'm gonna obfuscate, whatever. I don't do much shading or anything. So I don't have those periods of, oh, just coloring, coloring, hatching, hatching. And so I feel like I'm just kind of relegating myself to only making those creative decisions versus the laborious brain. Shout out Teniko Pintoya. Toniko, freaking whatever. I suck at this. Shoot, man, I gotta finish up because I have homework to do tonight. Shoot. Let's actually hurry up our pace. Man, I'm so tired. Like I got hit with a wave of tired. I'm like, oh yay, I get to shower and then go to sleep. No, I have to read before I go to sleep. Frick, 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 frick. Hopefully it's not a lot. My iPad isn't charged, so I have to use a laptop or something. To like manually blur my eyes to see where the minor axis should be. Yay, Jim's give her a go. Heck yeah. Lock the frickin'. It's cool though, because I like reading boring stuff before bed. That's why I read Dora Hedora, because it's so boring. I didn't even care. It was crazy boring. I was flipping through Netflix tonight before I was eating my dinner, trying to decide what I wanted my dinner media to be, because I'm a Gen Z media addict. And I scrolled past Dora Hedoro and I was legitimately sad that I finished that anime. Because like part of my brain was like, "Ooh, click that," because clicking Dora Hedoro makes you happy. And then I was like, "Oh wait, I'm finished. There's no more to see." Kaiman, my beloved. They won't tell us nothing about the second season. Is it actually happening, or are they just like working in silence? Which I'm cool with, you know. Move in silence. Real G's move in silence like lasagna or whatever that stupid post is. Yeah, it's confirmed. Wow. I hope they make some same style, but like animation style changes. Yeah, just a bit more fidelity, I feel like. Can't go wrong. Art style though, like coloring and stuff, I love. I think they did a great job. I don't want to see that change. I think they did a really good job presenting Kyu Hayashida's art style. No, I'm so hyped. I could get Freerin, Mappa better deliver. Heck yeah. Let's see. What is the scene? Let's suppose that season 2 covers the rest of Dorohedoro. Probably not, because there's a lot. It's probably only going to cover up to like the mall, for example. Oh no, because the mall is like right before the end though. Yeah, let's just say it covered, because I feel like, I don't know, I read a lot very quickly, and I lost track of like how many volumes and chapters I was reading. But yeah, what is the scene I would like to see the most? I mean, the ending is I'm trying to find another answer other than the ending slash like, the Gyoza wizard or whatever. Gyoza fairy. There we go. No, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just saying that. But it feels like a cop out to say the end, because of course the end is going to be like one of the best parts. I'm quickening the pace. Maybe reveal the whole point of the mango. Like when it comes together of what, trying to avoid what Kaiman is. Like that revelation of like his backstory and everything. Yeah, okay. That happens mostly at the hideout, right? The Cross-Eye hideout. Whenever what's the name of Ritsu's thing? It's called like Wrath or something. Because I feel like that'd be a good point to stop at. I forgot to. I'm surprised I remembered someone's name other than Kaiman and. Okay, never mind. I forgot what's her name. Who I literally one of my favorite characters. I hate whatever brain worm that I have that makes me forget names. Scorn upon ye. I don't know. I hate it. I hate it so much. Nikaido, yes. Scorn. Scorn. I was watching a compilation of Jeremy getting scared at video games, and I forgot, like, during Scorn, he was probably crazy jumpy for the first 30 minutes before he started just saying, Scorn. What a game. Let's see more like Scorn. Freaking get Q Hayashida and the Scorn artist together and let them make a game. Feel like there'd be a lot of good overlap there. Totally Scornular. That's if Garn got to work on Scorn. I want to watch some more Car. I'm gonna watch a Car compilation after this. Totally Garn. Okay, let's finish this up. We're dropping viewers fast. I actually can't see the viewers. That was just a little joke. Hee hee. We like to make jokes here from time to time. Hee hee. This pin is so almost dead. Tatakai. I don't know why I'm thinking the harder I press on the page, the better it'll be. No. I'm a bot. Twitch made a whole thing. They updated their system to like stop counting viewership from bots, and a lot of streamers it went down to like half of their original view counts. But it's a a difficult situation because like sometimes their studios bought their views without them knowing, so they can get a bigger cut on ad revenue. I saw the get cheap viewers bear and I actually flinched. I wonder if that like Twitch now marks your account as a bot. Like it's gonna be like, yep, get her. It's like the thing where people were saying like I'm 11 in chat and getting instantly banned. Do not say I'm 11 or like 12 or anything like that, guys. I think you will actually get banned. Just got ad bombed. Good. Yeah, pre-rolls are off because the stream's a bit over time. This is what happens when you don't let me run my mandatory BRB ads. I don't know why they're called pre-rolls because they seem to disable like all ads for a bit, like mid-roll ads. This is so sad. Alexa, buy me more Vyvanse. I meant to say Vicodin, but different drug name came out, so do with that what you will. What is Vyvanse? Did I say like a really bad drug? Like, did I just... Isn't that an ADHD med? ADHD. Vibance. Alexa, release the Vibance. They start coming out like jigging to like a nice little jazzy song. Now I want to draw like a conga line of ants, all with like variations of party hats and little outfits. One has a hat that's like way too big for it. Someone animate that. Uh-oh, Bear. Feel like you're the one with the means. Oh, a paper cut. Wow. For the funnies, I swear. Bear mug too funny. Sentence. Whatever. Brazen bull. I forgot the name of it for a second. I think we should bring the brazen bull back as a punishment. I feel like that would that'd stop a lot of you guys from being miscreants. Rabble rousers in chat. Ne'er-do-wells. I'm examining, making sure we got all the lines. Touched all of the bases. Cool. I would love to be one. To be a brazen bull? Oh, in one. No, you said in one. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I would like a 2 truths and a lie. Alrighty. So, let's see here. What number are we at? Oh, I don't make the thumbnail and everything. What time is it? Is it 9? Okay, it's only 9:20. I guess I'm just tired because I did a lot today. I'm gonna be sleeping good tonight, everybody. Freaking last night, my upstairs neighbor decided to start FIFO-fumming around. I woke up at like 3 and couldn't fall asleep for a bit. I don't know what that was all about. It was like stomping. I don't get it. Because like I can hear them walk normally. You ate your snacks? Well, good news. Stream is almost over. So you can go to sleep. Nice handwriting for once. Cool. Alrighty, everybody. So, I think that... Oh, there. Can't believe it's already the 25th and it's about to be September the 21st night. So, with that being said, everybody, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Bye, weenies. I like that. Too bad you guys have already been relegated to the alpha pack or something, the sigma pack, sigmas. I hate that. We have 15 cylinders remaining. That is pretty freaking epic. So about 3 weeks. Yeah. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Thank you, Bearcat, Delano, Jims, Sadie. We had let's see, Cal and Jeremy draws and chat. We also had our new friend. Oh my god, almost fell off. Who was it? Captain Jules. I didn't even have to look at it. I'm crazy like that. Did I miss anybody? I feel like I'm missing someone. Did we have gems? I feel like we had gems. Ooh, voice crack. Cool. So, once again, thank you all very much for joining me tonight. It's been a blast. We're probably actually going to stream this Thursday. I will not be streaming probably this weekend. I have some stuff coming up then. Yeah, once again, thank you, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye for now.